What is popping? It is your boy Calvonix. I make music, but I've been talking a lot more movies lately, and I'm trying something new. So I want to rank one of my favorite franchises of all time, Scream, because I feel like my ranking is kind of controversial. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you even talking about?" And I love having controversial takes. So let's go. Scream ranking. Boom. Let's start it off really fucking spicy. And I'm gonna say that my least favorite Scream is Scream 2. I don't know what it is about this movie. Everybody says that Scream 2, when I say everybody, I say the majority of people seem to put Scream 2 as the best sequel. I've always been pretty just meh on this movie. Like I just find the pacing really slow. I find it's the one that I want to rewatch the least. I love all Scream movies, so I still love this movie, but I just find it the least interesting. I think that it just feels the most cardboard cutout of Scream 1, just add a little sprinkle of differences. And it works. I think Laurie Metcalf, of course, is an incredible killer just as Mrs. Loomis, and I do love Mickey, but I just think everything else just feels too close to Scream, but just done worse. So yeah, Scream 2 last. In at second to last is going to be Scream 7. I love all these movies, okay? So even though it's the second to last, like I still love Scream 7 and I'm still gonna continue to watch it for years to come. With that being said, I was disappointed the first time I watched this on opening day. I thought that while the kills were creative, I thought it had some of the best kills in the Scream franchise. The characters, like the new ones, they were so uninspired, so cookie cutter. I did like Tatum, I did like Sydney's daughter, but I just didn't like the fact. Honestly, it's unpopular. I just don't think that Neve Campbell needed to come back. I love Neve Campbell. I know she's my favorite Final Girl, but she had such a good send-off in 5 that I didn't need her back. I was honestly really looking forward to continuing Melissa Barrero's story. Unpopular opinion, I know, but that's my opinion. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Scream 4. This is a weird one because I remember when I first watched this, when it came out in 2011, it was my favorite movie. It was my favorite of the sequels, like hands down. And it felt the most like Scream 1, but it felt fresh at the same time. I just feel like as I've gotten older, I've started to just notice it was one that I didn't want to rewatch as much, honestly. I think that Jill Roberts, her character, like Emma Roberts' character, one of my favorite killers for sure. I just think she's batshit fucking crazy. The scene where she's like trying to purposefully hurt herself to make it look like she's the victim, incredible. The best since Billy and Stu. And yeah, it had some of the most violent kills in this. So I really like that. But honestly, when I just think about it, I can't put it above the movies that are going to be in front of it. So Scream 4 at number 5. Number 4 is going to be Scream 6. I love this movie. I love it's just a fun popcorn movie. Like it's the epitome of a fun popcorn movie. I remember going with my friend to get tattoos, matching tattoos, and then we went to dinner and then we watched the movie, and it was just such a fun day. We both like watched all the Screams up to that point. We were all Scream ready, and then we watched it and we loved it. And every time I watch it, I just love it more, honestly. I could see this even going higher on my list as the years go by, because I was disappointed in the ending, and I still think that the reveal leaves a lot to be desired. But the movie itself as a whole, super fun. I just find that they take some swings that Scream hasn't done before. You know, like just being in New York and Scream using a shotgun, like Ghostface using a shotgun. I thought that was really cool. So Scream 6 gets lots of points for me. I could only see it going higher. And yeah, that's number 4. Right, top 3. At number 3 is Scream 3. This one is also controversial. Like I feel like this is the universal accepted like worst Scream, and I have never understood that. Scream 3, yes, like it was, the violence was cut back because of Columbine at the time. I get that. But everything else around it, I love the campiness of it. I just think it just took the meta campness to the next level, and I love that. I think the campiness works for the kind of movie it is. I think that I've never heard anybody bring this up, but I think Roman is the most effective Ghostface. And not only just because he's the only solo Ghostface, but I just think Ghostface in the costume in Scream 3 is scarier than any Ghostface in any Scream movie. I can't even explain it, but there's something about Ghostface in Scream 3 that feels more threatening, more advanced, more boogeyman-like, and I really fuck with that. So Scream 3 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's top 3. Continuing with a spicy fucking take, Scream 5 is my second favorite Scream movie. I loved everything about Scream 5. I was hesitant when it was coming out because obviously it's been so long since Scream 4 and Wes Craven had passed away, and I just didn't know how it was going to be. But I think Scream 5 not only fully captures the magic of the original film, but it also finds its own new star in Melissa Barrera, who is a great final girl. I think Jenna Ortega's character obviously is incredible, and she blew the fuck up with Wednesday. And then you have the reoccurring characters of Dewey, Gale, and Sydney. And I think that they perfectly balance the old characters with the new. I think while Sydney could have been in it a bit more, I guess, I loved her send-off. I love that she kind of passes the torch to Sam at the end. I thought it was beautiful. And that's why I really don't like Scream 7 in the way that it undermines the ending of Scream 5 to me. And I love, this is controversial as well, I love that they killed off Dewey. You know why? Because it fucking is a death that pains you. It's supposed to pain you. You're supposed to be sad. You're supposed to feel it. That is what makes a good slasher, and that's why Scream 5 is the fucking best sequel. I don't care what you say. I love Dewey. He's my favorite character. But because he died, it's awesome. So deal with that. Scream 5 is the fucking best sequel. There you go. And last but certainly not least, my number one Scream movie, no surprise at all, is the original Scream. Scream is in my top 3 favorite horror movies of all time. It just made me who I am. I love Scream. I just have memories of playing Ghostface with my cousin and chasing each other around and wanting so desperately to go to the Halloween store and look at all the Ghostface masks. And just the Drew Barrymore scene at the very beginning is single-handedly the best intro in any horror movie, period. The satire is brilliant, making fun of horror movies. The idea was so fresh at the time. It's just one of the best horror movies ever made. So Scream 1 is the one.